Nantucket very shortly, and Elena's run quite well in behind them as well. That was Leicester's 4:30. Still one more to come from Leicester, but our next port of call will be Hamilton for their 4:45 contest. 4:45 at Hamilton is up next. 5 furlong sprint coming up. Kenny the captain, 9-2 the favourite. Tim Easterby looking for a treble. Richard Richardson on board, 9-2. 5-1 Fairy Stories. Winner last time beat Wild Ed Richard Chester of 65. Is £4 higher here. Sean Davis on board. He's looking for a double. Presbury Park for Paul Midgley and Kevin Stott is 5-1. 6-1 for 26th Street. Rowan Scott on board for Andrew Hughes. Was a winner here yesterday, and that was over 6, dropping down to 5 here. Got up late on to beat Autumn Flight on that occasion and carries that £6 penalty. 7-1 for Burmese Blazer. Dominique is 15-2. It's 10-1 and bigger the remainder. And we'll be back for all the action in the ring and on the track from Hamilton very short. Leicester 4:30. First number 7, the Stalking Moon at 7-1. Second number 4, Nantucket 11-2, and third number 8, Eleanor at 20-1. Now the horse that didn't start was number 5, Lucky Turn, left a field of 11. Yeah, victory goes the way of the Stalking Moon. Adrian Nichols, horse is in good form at the moment. Kieran Fallon on board gets the better of Nantucket, who stayed on. I think there'll be a handicap in Nantucket very shortly, and Elena's run quite well in behind them as well. That was Leicester's 4:30. Still one more to come from Leicester, but our next port of call will be Hamilton for their 4:45 contest. 4:45 at Hamilton is up next. 5 furlong sprint coming up. Kenny the captain, 9-2 the favourite. Tim Easterby looking for a treble. Richard Richardson on board, 9-2. 5-1 Fairy Stories. Winner last time beat Wild Ed Richard Chester of 65. Is £4 higher here. Sean Davis on board. He's looking for a double. Presbury Park for Paul Midgley and Kevin Stott is 5-1. 6-1 for 26th Street. Rowan Scott on board for Andrew Hughes. Was a winner here yesterday.
This event will start in 60 seconds.
5 here. Got up
60
late on to beat
seconds.
Autumn Flight on that occasion and carries that £6 penalty. 7-1 for Burmese Blazer.
Going behind the stalls here, Hamilton. Kenny the captain is 4-1 favourite here. A 5 furlong sprint coming up. Kenny the captain, Tim Easterby. 101 winners for the season. Was on 99 before the start of the day. Presbury Park 5-1, 11-2 Fairy Stories. 26.
This event starts in 30 seconds.
Back down to
30
5,
seconds.
15-2 Burmese Blazer, 9-1 Bar. Loading is underway. Kenny the captain. Rachel Richardson on board for Tim Easterby. And just slipping out of mark of 56 here.
10
So it's
seconds.
gone down £10 since when it was third here by Global Spirit in May. It's run here a couple of times. Kenny the captain, 8-year-old now. Presbury Park, Paul Midgley, Kevin Stott, 4th behind Tyef at Beverley on its last start. It's off 65. Another one that's slipping down the weights. Fairy Stories was a winner last time. That was at Chester on good ground. Soft ground here. Last time raced here was on soft ground by Dancing Rave. Was beaten about 4.5 lengths. 26th Street, we already mentioned, was a winner here yesterday. Carries a £6 penalty. Rowan Scott on board. He was on board yesterday. Beat Autumn Flight and Nose. Got up in the dying stride. That was over 6. 5 furlongs here today. Burmese Blazer for Jim Goldie. Paddy Mathers on board. And B52. A 10-year-old now, B52. Marjorie 5, Jane Elliott on board. Last victory coming at Catterick. And the last one's coming forward here. The last one is about to go forward will be Fairy Stories. And let's go and join them.
Get out the way, Fairy Stories.
This
So Fairy
event
Stories
is
the last
now
one here
in play.
to go forward for the Overton Farm Handicap.